Hello YouTube, time to play another Doom Snapmap. This is Classic Techbase M1 by Dario Butelli. Map description reads, classic campaign composed only by Techbases. Alright, let's take a look at the author profile. We've got Dario Butelli here, author of 16 maps. He's rocking the default candy cane armor there. Let's go ahead and back up. And yeah, classic Techbase M1. Let's check it out. Here we go, classic Techbase M1. Got the old Doom music too. I'm getting amped up. Oh, nice. Oh, sick. Oh, here we go. Huh. Oh, this is nuts. Well, that was close. Oh my god. This is nuts. Jeez. Look at all these guys. This is crazy. Jeez. Well, the custom geo's pretty nice though. Oh. No double jump for me, I guess. Oh well. How do I get up there? Oh. I didn't even see the switch here. There we go. Uh-oh, Mancubus. There we go. Oh boy. It's getting a little nuts now. Jeez. All these revenants. What is wrong with you, Dario Butelli? What is wrong with you? You're just throwing all these guys at me at once. Die already. Okay, I need a red key. Oh, here we go. It's a pretty nice custom geo, though. I dig the geo work here. Whoops. Oh no, Cyber Mancubus. That's all I need. Damn it, I'm locked in. Shite. Oh boy. Oh great, a Baron of Hell. It's like, oh, the Cyber Mancubus wasn't enough for you, huh? How about a Baron? Jeez. Talk about brutal. Whoop. Whoa! That guy just showed up out of nowhere. Huh. What was that? Okay. Uh-oh. I need a blue key. Whoop. What the hell? I don't like how demons just pop in like that. Actually makes it really hard to see them coming. This is kind of interesting. Oh, nice little geo patterns in here. Pretty neat. Go! Cyber Mancubus. Oh. Oh, damn. I'm hurting. Here. Oh no. Yeah, another side from me. Oh boy, 1 health. That's wonderful. Nice. Mega health. I needed that. Oh, this room is freaky. I dig it though. Well, there's the blue key. And here's all the baddies. Oh my god. What's going on in here? It's a regular barnyard in here. I got all the different animals. Oh, Mega Health's back. That'll help. Like how I just went nuts with the chain gun. Alright. Oh! Cybermancubus. Am I going the right way? I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. I need a red key for that. There's the blue door. There we go. Oh, great. Thanks a lot, man. That's all I need is 4 barons. That's wonderful. Yellow key. Got that one. Okay, here we go. And I'm almost dead. There's gotta be some health or armor somewhere. And I'm dead. Trying to remember which way I'm supposed to be going here. Here we go. I guess it's not going back up. Here we go. There's a yellow, that's red. Trying to remember where the yellow door was. I can't remember. Oh, that's useful. We got those switches. Should be a yellow door around here somewhere. Oh, I was already in here. Here we go. Yellow door. Oh, what the hell? Oh, here we go. Oh, we're getting serious now. Regular barnyard tussle, all right. Nice. Wonder if that'll do me any good. Whoa! Yep, here we go again. Ah, he's up on the roof. This is insane. Jeez. Where's everybody? Oh, they're all over here. Okay. Whoa! What the hell? Well, back here. Hey, victory! Alright, so that was classic Techbase M1 by Dario Butelli. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the things I liked, some of the things I didn't, and wrap it up with an old favorite, least favorite. And this is going to be the new sort of old school, new school fusion review style that I'm going to be doing from now on. So, well, this is the pilot, so, let me know in the comments whether or not you like it. So, let's talk about the map. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was very solid action. Yeah, let's just start with the things I liked. First of all, the action was just super solid. It was action packed, honestly. This is one of those maps where you just, especially coming off of some maps like some of Terratella's maps like Stardoom Valley, or even that map by Amnu where you're a night in the woods, or coming off of maps where you have to use your brain and actually think and learn new mechanics. It is awfully refreshing just to go back to some old school, turn your brain off, blast some demons type of action, and that's what this map was all about. And it really is refreshing just to go back to your roots and play these really simple but very enjoyable type of classic maps. And that's exactly what this is. Again, the action, you just, I love how you would just have rooms just full of demons. It's full of so many demons. And then, you kill them all, and then there'd be even more demons. So that's one thing I really enjoyed about it. And it does mix it up a lot by giving you different types of weapons, and a lot of good weapons, not to mention the power-ups. There's at least a few of these little battles that happen in these rooms where there will be a whole bunch of these big groups of demons that spawn in, and there will be a quad damage or something, and you'll want to grab the quad damage right away, thinking okay, I'm going to wipe out all these demons in the room. But then what'll happen is your quad damage will wear off after you've killed so many demons, but they keep coming. So it's almost like there's a little bit of strategy to, when you want to go for that quad damage. You think you can go for it right away, but you end up having to regret it later on if you do, because there's just so many demons that just don't stop. But no, they do stop. It's not like in an arena battle or anything, but definitely the action is there. Just mowing through, you just, especially towards the end of the map, there's this big grid room that he just turned into certain sections of it are like these little arena portions, and when you have the chain gun and the quad damage and you're just ripping through waves and waves of barons and mancubus, man, it don't get much better than that. So the action is definitely something I appreciated. Another thing I really liked was the custom geo. Being a Dario Butelli map, you wouldn't expect anything else but great custom geo, and this map definitely delivered some decent geo. I gotta say, not 10 out of 10 geo. Still good, but if you were coming into this map thinking it was going to be like Dario's classic version of World of Torture good, not quite that good. I mean, it is good, and you can definitely tell he put some time and work into it, and it shows. It's nice, nothing to complain about, not at all. But compared to some of his earlier works, I wouldn't say it is a master work of art, but I would say it is very nice. And the geo, the geo was great. No complaints whatsoever about the geo. Another thing I enjoyed was the fact that there was a good variety of weapons and grenades, and that's one thing I usually complain about with these classic maps, is that a lot of authors, they want to be really purist, and they're like, no, the original Doom didn't have any grenades, and neither shall this map. And, they don't want to give you anything that wasn't in the original Doom, like no grenades, no, only classic weapons, shotgun, minigun, rocket launcher. They won't give you any, like a hell shot or anything wild like that. But this map, the author was playing it pretty loose. He was like, yeah, here, you can have grenades, you can have the hell shot, you can have you can have burst rifle. I mean, I don't know why you'd want it, but you can have it, I guess. So, because, like, to me, there's no point in being a stickler when it comes to that sort of thing. Because, like, well, the immersion, the nostalgia is already kind of broken with the fact that, there's no option for 2D models. Like, that might be a little bit different, but the fact that you've got a 3D character, the enemies are all 3D, the weapons are all 3D, like, it's already such a goofy fusion of the old school and the new school that there's no point in trying to be such a purist that you're like, no grenades, because, like, trust me, during some of these big arena battles or some of these big action fights, when you've got just like a field of mancubus or baron or whatever, you're pretty happy that you have those grenades, and I certainly was. I don't know if I found them in my initial playthrough, but on a second playthrough, I did find the grenades. I can see how they could easily be passed up, though, because it's just a little green box, and I don't know how many he puts on there. I think it might just be the one set of grenades, so if you mistake it for an ammo box or something, you're just going to pass it right up. But I like that he played it loose and was very generous with the weapons. In fact, a lot of the weapon pickups are what triggered the enemy waves. You pick up a weapon, and then, all right, here come the enemies. So, but suffice to say, no complaints about the weapons. Another thing I really enjoyed about this level was that it was challenging. So challenging is going to mean different things to different people, obviously. Some people have just godlike abilities to play on the highest possible difficulty and still kick butt. Other people should not be playing Doom. Let's leave it at that. I consider myself somewhere in the middle. I've been playing first-person shooters for a long, long time. I'm very comfortable with the controls for this game, and I generally do decently. So I think I'm a pretty decent bellwether. I would say I'm about a 7 out of 10 on the skill level. But to me, it was decently challenging. I did die, a couple times, 2 or 3 times, but I never felt like I died because of something horribly unreasonable. Although there were a couple little situations here and there that I thought were a little bit unreasonable. I'll get to that later. But for the most part, the map is balanced enough to where, yeah, you're going up against a whole room full of demons, but you've got good weapons, but you've got, like a quad damage. You do have things that kind of level the playing field just enough to where you don't feel like you're getting ripped off by, like, oh, he just gave me a room full of barons just to kill me on purpose. Like, you never feel aggravated when you bite it. You feel like, well, I kind of had it coming. I didn't dodge quick enough. Like, to me, the deaths felt fair. Plus, he does a good job sprinkling, barrels, the exploding barrels around here and there, places where they'll actually be useful, which is something probably a lot of people don't take the time to do, but I'm glad he did take the time to do it in this map, because I definitely use those barrels to my advantage, especially when you're talking about, these crowded demon fights. Like, you gotta, if you've got barrels there, you should use them. Yeah, so I mean, I definitely feel like for the most part this map was fair. Now on the topic of fairness, there were some ways in which this map wasn't very fair. Like, for example, there's a spot where you go into a room that's like basically like a chemical pit. It's got it's one of those little rooms that's like zigzaggy with acid on either side. And this actually happened a couple times, but the author would spawn in like a cyber mancubus, and there's just not a lot of room for you to maneuver without just running into the acid. So it stuff like that felt unfair. And then, like, if you try to back out of the room, it's like, oh, the door is locked, so go screw yourself, basically. So it's like, okay, this feels a little unfair. I died in that part. And stuff like that happened more than once, and especially with the what really kind of bugged me was there were several times where you would press a switch or grab an item, and an enemy would just spawn on top of your head, and not like teleport spawn in where you can kind of see it coming, but just like, instant spawn. Like, bam, he just dropped him on your head, or shot him in from the side right by, like, you know what I'm talking about, where the author will purposefully spawn in an enemy right on top of your head or right behind you just to get a cheap hit in. And there's no way you can see it coming. Unless you've played the map 100 times and you know exactly what the triggers are going to do, you don't have time to react. I would say it's unfair. It's, maybe it's funny in some way, but not really. To me, like, when the authors do that kind of stuff, it's never that funny or entertaining. It's more just annoying, like, damn it, why'd you have to do that? So that did happen at least 3 or 4 times, I'd swear. Press a switch and an imp hit me from behind that just spawned in, or a pinky charged at me, and it's like, okay, well, I had no chance to dodge it. It just happened. So I don't like it when that kind of stuff happens. So. And moving on to another thing I didn't really like so much is that the combat, while it was fun and while it was action-packed, it did start to feel a little bit predictable after a while. Like, it just started to the combat just started to feel a little too formulaic, even in a shut your brain off action sense. It still felt kind of like, okay, press a switch, all right, room full of demons. Press another switch, more demons. Grab the weapon, guess what? Here come the demons. And what kind of actually made that a little bit worse too was a lot of the demon encounters were the enemy grouping was a little too similar. Like it would just be just a big pack of revenants, or just a bunch of barons, or just a bunch of hell knights. And sometimes, especially earlier on, there wasn't a whole lot of diversity within the demon encounters, so it just felt a little bit lazy, a little bit, not as creative maybe as it could have been. But just, after a while, it just started to get a little too predictable. But you know what? Maybe that's, like I said, shut your brain off. Just enjoy the action. Towards the end, it did get, very also predictable. It's like you go into the courtyard. There's usually a set of 3 switches. Boom, boom, boom. You got to hit them all to clear. But you know what? That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal, honestly. Another issue I had, this isn't really a huge issue, but just kind of something that I kind of would have liked to have seen, is that there were no secrets in this map. And every time I say that, I always have to preface it by saying, no secrets that I found. So it could have been just that there were secrets, but they were really well hidden and super secrety, and they were there, I just didn't find them. Okay, well, if that's the case, but I didn't happen to notice any secrets, and even when I popped into the editor, I didn't notice any secrets in the editor either. So that kind of leads me to think that maybe there just weren't any secrets, which is unfortunate because, one thing that you kind of, in a way, I feel like playing a classic map, I would expect there to be secrets more so than playing a conventional map, just because the classic maps were so well known for having secrets and things like that. Although this is obviously a map where the author didn't stick to any kind of a purist, I got to make it as much like the classic Doom as possible. This was very much just sort of a messing around, open interpretation, we'll say. Basically, this map was mostly just classic. It was mostly just classic in the aesthetic sense, more so than in any kind of the in any kind of player mechanic or any kind of gameplay way. It was just, it looked classic. There were classic props and classic textures and classic modules, and visually it was classic, but it wasn't classic in any other way other than that, which is fine with me. But so go ahead and get into my favorite, least favorite. So the favorite thing so far, I'd have to say, is the action. I really enjoyed the action in this map. It is just, like I said, total turn your brain off. and another great thing is that this is a map where you never get turned around. Even though it's a big map and there's a lot of kind of different ways you can go, I never got lost at all in this map, which was great. Because even though it's a big map, you never feel lost. So this is like the perfect shut your brain off, just blast some demons type of map. And it's great. It's almost like a palate cleanser. Like, I don't know if anybody here has ever like gone out and had sushi, but one thing you're supposed to do when you eat sushi is that they bring you out this little thing of I think it's like peeled up ginger or something. And what a lot of people will do is, they'll take a bite of their sushi and then they'll eat this ginger, and it's, super strong, right? But what it's supposed to do is cleanse your taste buds, cleanse your palate, so that when you go to take that next bite of sushi, the next bite of sushi you take will taste just as good as the first bite, whereas other types of food accumulate on you. This is like that map. This map is sort of like a palate cleanser where, you say you play a lot of, you're playing a lot of maps that are kind of, very technical, very rule-based. They have a lot of sort of a thinking man's snap map, let's say. And let's say you're just missing some good old-fashioned demon killing. This is the map where you can definitely get that. You just boot this map up and blast away demons, and it's just nothing but fun. My least favorite thing about this map is the unfair enemy spawning ganks, I'd say. You go to press a switch, and out of nowhere, a pinky rams you from the side. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be a huge penalty for death. There isn't really a live system. There isn't a... there might be a score penalty. I'm not really sure. But it didn't seem at the time that there was any sort of penalty for dying. You get to keep all your weapons. But nonetheless, I really dislike having the enemies just sort of pop out of nowhere. And I really wish authors would stop doing that, because it's not funny. It's never been funny. It never will be funny. It's just kind of annoying. So that was classic Techbase M1 by Dario Butelli. Just a very solid, action-packed map with the classic Doom aesthetic to it, which is done very well. And it's definitely worth checking out. Definitely, if you don't know what else to play, play this. So that's about all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you have a map you would like to recommend for me to play, go ahead and leave it in the comments below with a map ID, and I'll be sure to play it just as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.